Science. I'm Kisa Richards, and together we'll be learning a lot about science. But for those of you who like science just like me, you'll have lots of fun. And for those who do not like science that much, I'm sure you will enjoy it if you put your mind to it. So, let's have fun. You know why? Science is cool, science is awesome, and best of all, science is all around us. So, tell your friends that we'll be learning a whole lot about science, about our body, about energy, earth and space, and so much more. So, get your books, get your pencils, and let us be involved. Today, our topic is based on properties of states of matter. And by the end of the lesson, you will be able to define physical properties as well as identify physical properties that are common among most solids. So, today we're going to focus on one aspect of states of matter. But before we go further, what is matter? Can you tell me? Okay, good thinking. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Right? And so many things around us are matter. Next question. What is matter made of? Do you know? Yes. Matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules, in some cases, atoms. Matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules or atoms. So all of those things that are around us that has mass and occupies space contain tiny particles. Good? Can you name the states of matter? So all the things around us can be grouped according to what they look like, feel like, and so on. So, can you name the states of matter? What are they? Good. Matter has three states. They are solids, liquids, and gases. Solids like wood and the cell phone that many of you love. Gases like the steam or water vapor that comes out of the pot when food is being cooked, or the gas that is in the cylinder that we use to cook the food. That gas provides the energy for the food. Liquids, such as the juice we drink, the water we drink, or water in the river or the oceans, or in the rain that falls. So matter is made up of solids, liquids, and gases. Good? Are you having fun? Good. So let's move on. So as I said, we're going to look at properties of a particular state of matter today. And that state of matter we're going to focus on is solid. Good? And as I said, examples of solid would be like the wood, the cell phone, and so many more. Good? What do we mean by physical properties? Physical properties. Do you know? Well, let's find out. Here is a book. And what state of matter is this book? Yes, it is a solid. It has mass, it occupies space, it is also made up of particles. Good? A solid. What can we say about this book? If you have a book next to you, look at that book. What can you say about it? The book I have here is blue, white, and black in color. So it has 3 colors. It is small and it has pages and it's a bit thick. So we can say thick. So it has 3 colors, blue, white, and black. It has pages. It is a bit thick and it is small. So that is what I can say about this book. Also, it is smooth. All right, so that is it for this book. What about ice? Did you ever hold ice before? How does it feel? Yes, it's cold. How does it look? White in some cases or some parts, and transparent in other parts. And it also has a certain shape based on the container in which the ice is when you put it to freeze, when it is frozen, sorry. So what we actually did there was identify the properties of the book and the ice. What then can you say a physical property is? A physical property is a characteristic that can be observed or measured. When we observe those characteristics, we use our 5 senses: touch, sight, hearing, feeling, and what else? Do you know your 5 senses? Good. So when we're looking at physical properties of a substance, we can use our 5 senses. Also, we can identify physical properties by measuring them using tools such as a thermometer, which tells you how hot or cold something is. We can use a ruler, which measures how long or short something is, or even a balance to tell you how much mass a substance has, maybe how heavy or light it is. Good? So that is it for physical properties, a characteristic that can be observed or measured. Some examples of physical properties will be color, shape, odor, what else? Texture, and so many more. That has to do with our 5 senses: volume, temperature, length, mass. That has to do with how they are measured. Good? So can we go that over? Examples of physical properties of matter are shape, color, texture, odor, taste, volume, mass, temperature, and so on. Are you with me? Good. So let us move on. We are going to examine some solids that you can find around your home or in the house. And the first one we're going to look at is this. What is this? Yes, it's a piece of wood. Can we describe this wood? Can we identify the physical properties of this wood, which is a solid? First of all, this wood is brown. It has a surface. It has edges, vertices. It is hard. It is rough. Anything else? Good. So we just identified the physical properties of this wood. By the way, what shape is this? Yes, it's like a cuboid, right? Cuboid, you would have done cuboid in mathematics. Cuboid. Good? Also, let's think about it. Can we change this shape? Let's try. No, it is fixed. Or we say definite. Can we make it smaller by compressing it? No, it's difficult to compress. Good. So all of those are physical properties of this wood. Next we have is a vase. Good. What are the physical properties of this vase? Good. It is like a cylinder, so it's cylindrical. It is hard. It is smooth. It is transparent, meaning light can pass through as well as we can see through. What about making it smaller? Can we compress it? Let's see. No, like the wood, it's difficult to compress. What about the shape? Can we change the cylindrical shape of this vase into a ball? No, it's very difficult. So those are the properties of this vase. Here's another solid. This is rice. A bit different to the ones we would have looked at earlier. But what are the physical properties? Texture. It feels grainy, so there are grains. Good. Let's look at one grain. They are a bit long. They're hard, but the surface of the grain is a bit smooth. It's cream in color, because this is what we call brown rice here, but it's not necessarily brown, it's creamish. Can we compress this grain of rice to make it smaller? It's very difficult. It's also hard. Can we change the shape of the grain into maybe a ball? No, it's difficult. Even if I have more in a bag and I try to compress them, no, difficult. Those were the physical properties of the solids we looked at. So let's go them over again. The wood, in terms of the shape, it was, or in fact it is, fixed, or we say definite. The volume, the space it takes up, remember we can compress it to make it smaller to take up less space and so on. And because it is hard, so the volume is definite or fixed, the space that it takes up. The color, brown, and compressibility, or its ability to be compressed, difficult. The glass vase, just like the wood and the book that we looked at, has a fixed shape, fixed volume, smooth, transparent, hard, and difficult to compress. The rice, good. They are grains. They have fixed shape, fixed volume, a smoothish texture, cream in color, hard and difficult to compress. Good. Look at the table carefully. What do you notice? The physical properties among the solids we looked at are similar in most cases, like the shape, fixed, the volume, fixed, the ability to be compressed, difficult, and they are hard. So those physical properties are common among these solids we looked at. However, there are physical properties made that may differ as we go from one solid to the next, like the color, the texture, right? And if you're given permission, the odor or the scent, mass, if we're to measure them, and so on. Are you with me? Are you having fun? Good. So, let's recap what we would have learned today. We would have learned that a physical property is a characteristic of a substance that can be observed using the 5 senses or be measured using a tool. Good? Examples of physical properties would be color, shape, size, texture, volume, temperature, and so on. We also learned that there are physical properties that are common among most of the solids around us. Most of the solids. And so, these physical properties that are common among the solids are that they have fixed shape, or we say definite, a fixed volume, cannot be changed how much space it takes up from one place to another. So the volume is fixed. They're usually hard and difficult to compress or make smaller. So that is what we did for today. Good? And before you go, there's a task for you to do today. Tell somebody in your home or call a friend, tell a friend what you understand by the term physical properties. Good? And the next, look for 2 other solids in and around your home, and you're going to identify the physical properties, and you're going to look at those which are common or similar, and look at those that are different. I have done one to show you an example. In this example, I would have used a ruler and another vase. And I found the ruler to be blue in color, thin, long, and smooth. I also found it to be hard, having a fixed shape, a fixed volume, and was difficult to compress. On the other hand, I found the vase to be white in color, fat, and rough on the surface. But also, it had similar properties like the ruler. And these were the shape, which was fixed, the volume was fixed, it was hard and difficult to compress. Good? Do you understand what you have to do? All right. So, we've come to the end of today's session. And remember, science is all around us. It is cool, it is fun, it is awesome. And so, do enjoy. Goodbye. See you next time.